March 5th, 1986, a man stands blindfolded at Kirikiri Prison, tied to a wooden stake. His name is Major General Mamman Vatsa. He is about to be executed by firing squad for plotting to overthrow Nigeria's military president. But here is what makes this execution different from all the others. The man who signed his death warrant is General Ibrahim Babangida, Vatsa's childhood friend. They grew up together in Minna. They joined the army together. They called each other brothers, and now Babangida is killing him. This is the story of the most painful execution in Nigeria history. Ibrahim Babangida and Mamman Vatsa weren't just friends. They were inseparable. They grew up in the same neighborhood in Minna, Niger State in the 1950s. They attended the same school. They played football together in dusty streets. When Babangida decided to join the Nigerian army, Vatsa followed him. They enrolled in the Nigerian Defense Academy together and went through the same brutal training. Everyone who knew them said they were like brothers. But there was one key difference between them. Babangida was a tactician, a military politician who knew how to climb the ranks. Vatsa was a soldier poet. While other officers drank and socialized, Vatsa wrote poetry. He published books. His fellow officers nicknamed him the Poet General, and Babangida was proud of him. His best friend wasn't just a soldier, he was an intellectual, a thinker, and someone special. For 30 years, their friendship survived everything: military coups, civil wars, and political purges. But in 1986, that friendship was tested in the worst way possible, and only one of them had to survive. On August 27, 1985, Babangida led a military coup that overthrew General Muhammadu Buhari. The coup was bloodless, and Buhari was placed under house arrest. Babangida became Nigeria's new military president, and he promised Nigerians a humane government. He called it a corrective regime, and Mamman Vatsa supported him. Vatsa had backed the coup and was rewarded with a prominent government position because Babangida trusted him completely. But 4 months later, everything fell apart. In December 1985, Nigerian intelligence reported a coup plot against Babangida. When the list of suspects was handed to him, Babangida's hand shook. Right there on the list was the name Mamman Vatsa, his childhood friend, the man he called brother. Babangida couldn't believe it, but the intelligence officer insisted, saying Vatsa was even the mastermind. Many Nigerians didn't believe it either. Vatsa had no reason to betray Babangida because he had supported the coup that brought Babangida to power. He had everything to lose, so why would he risk it? Some say Vatsa was framed by jealous officers who wanted him out of the way. Others believe Vatsa genuinely thought Babangida was leading Nigeria in the wrong direction. But the truth has never been revealed. What we know is that in late December 1985, Vatsa was arrested and his fate was already sealed. Vatsa's trial took place in early 1986 before a military tribunal. No jury and no public defense. The proceedings were secret. The evidence against Vatsa was never fully disclosed. Vatsa denied everything. He told the tribunal, "I have served Nigeria faithfully all my life. I have never betrayed my country and I have never betrayed my friend." But it didn't matter. The verdict was already decided. On March 4th, 1986, Vatsa and 9 other officers were found guilty of treason. The sentence was death by firing squad. When the verdict was read, Babangida faced an impossible choice. He could spare his childhood friend and look weak, or he could sign the death warrant and execute the man he grew up with. Reports say Babangida locked himself in his office for hours. Some claim he wept openly. Others say senior officers pressured him, warning that mercy would encourage future coups. In the end, Babangida picked up his pen and signed. The man who had been his friend for 30 years would die the next day. In the early morning of March 5th, 1986, in Kirikiri Prison, Mamman Vatsa was led to the execution ground. Witnesses said he was calm, no fear and no begging. He was tied to a stake and blindfolded. The firing squad stood ready and the order was given. Gunfire echoed across yard and Vatsa's body slumped forward. The poet general was dead. Before his execution, Vatsa had written a final letter maintaining his innocence. He also wrote a poem, his last, about loyalty and betrayal. That poem was never published and the letter was never made public. But those who knew Vatsa said that even facing death, he remained the poet he had always been. News of the execution shocked Nigeria. Many believed Vatsa was innocent. They believed he had been sacrificed to send a message to other officers. No one was safe, not even the president's best friend. And the fact that Babangida had signed the death warrant himself made it even more tragic. How could a man kill his childhood friend? How could friendship mean so little? After the execution, Babangida rarely spoke about Vatsa, but those close to him said it haunted him. Some reported that Babangida kept a photograph of Vatsa in his private office, a reminder of the friend he lost and the choice he made. Others claimed that Babangida still believed Vatsa was guilty and that he had no choice, but the pain of that decision never left him. The execution marked a turning point in Babangida's rule. It sent a message written in blood. No one, not even the president's closest friend, was above suspicion. Fear became the foundation of power, and for Vatsa's family, the wound never healed. His wife and children maintained his innocence for decades, and they insisted he was framed and that justice was never served. Today, Mamman Vatsa is remembered as one of Nigeria's greatest military poets. His books are still read, his poems are still recited, but his execution remains one of the most controversial moments in Nigeria history. Was Vatsa guilty of plotting against Babangida, or was he a victim of political conspiracy? The truth may never be known, but what cannot be denied is that on March 5th, 1986, Nigeria lost a brilliant mind, and Ibrahim Babangida lost the friend he had known all his life. If this story opened your eyes, subscribe, because next week we'll be talking about another execution that shocked Nigeria. And also, don't forget to comment if Vatsa was guilty or was innocent. See you next time, and thank you for watching.